So we were talking about solar cookers in the previous class. Uh, Sometimes some of the things which are not part of our daily life or daily schedule, uh, that doesn't appeal us immediately. But when we start taking the interest in that area, we feel that yes, it is useful, it can be adopted, and then you may at one day you may say that yes, we should adopt this, right? So we are used to our daily lives and we find it so convenient and unchangeable that we are hesitant to adopt any new thing which might affect our way of working or our habits. So some of the solar equipments are such that uh, you may not immediately get interested in that, or it may not appeal you. But when you start taking interest in that and start understanding it holistically, from not just from point of view of convenience, but also from point of view of energy saving and environment and health, etc., you may feel that you should adopt it as much as possible. Yeah. So the basic concept and the box type cooker was explained. Even I had recommended you the video on my channel. Of course, that's not the only video which explains the solar cooking. You will find many videos which explain you about concepts of solar cooking, as well as uh, many videos which may have been uploaded by actual users, which is very important, because like when certain concept is presented, it is sometimes only looking in one way, or looking one dimension of that concept or product. But when actual users present their views, you find it like there will be more insight into it. So what I'm going to do today, these advantages of solar cooking were already explained. And if you understand them, then it at least it tells you that in rural areas and remote areas, solar cooking should be adopted. And then different types of cookers, etc. So I'll try to explain these things again with the help of some short videos. The box type cooker was explained and demonstrated. There are other types of cookers also, but in India, this box type of cooker is, at least for domestic cooking, it is the most popular, and there are certain reasons why it is adopted widely, and it is found to be one of the most acceptable type of solar cookers in India. And I would also like to bring out from you your understanding about certain things while these videos are played or after the video is played. Okay, so there is one informative video on different types of solar cookers, and then there is one video by a woman which is talking about again, like making rice and or cooking rice and dal in this box type of cooker. Here she has used a cooker with only two pots, right? So there are cookers available with two pots, uh, but a very standard design is with four pots. When you have two pots, the most common thing that one might want to use it for is for you like this rice and dal are our part of our daily our daily uh, uh, dish. So that may be one of the most common thing which might be used. But if you have one or two additional uh, pots, then you can you also use it for steam cooking of vegetables and certain other items. And those people who take interest and get used to this many times use it for different types of other items also, like that one which will what will be shown in another video about roasting take done in solar cooker, and how a healthy cooking may be done with the help of solar cooker. Right, so let me play this video first. So a user's feedback is always useful, right? That will help you to understand the advantage as well as limitations. So whatever are the limitations in future, one who is working in that area should try to find solution to that problem, right? So I would like to know after watching this video, what is the advantage that this woman talks about, and what is the limitation uh, which if possible one should try and overcome that limitation of this cooker. Right, so I would like to know the comments from your side after watching this video also. It's in Hindi, so it can be
हाय
very.
फ्रेंड्स, आज मैं सोलर कुकर में चावल और तुअर की दाल बनाने जा रही हूँ। तो उसके लिए मैंने 2 कप चावल लिए हैं और 1 कप तुअर की दाल ली है। उसको मैंने अच्छी तरह से धो दिया है। हम सोलर के जो कुकर के डिब्बे आते हैं उसमें मैंने डायरेक्ट धो दिया है। अब हम उसमें पानी डालेंगे। तो 2 कप चावल है तो उसमें मैंने 2 गिलास पानी और ऊपर से थोड़ा सा पानी डाला है। और तुअर की दाल में मैंने 1 कप तुअर दाल है तो उसमें मैंने 1 और दूसरा आधा ग्लास यानी 1.5 गिलास पानी लिया है। सोलर के कुकर का जो ढक्कन आता है वो काले रंग का आता है और ये एल्यूमिनियम के डिब्बे आते हैं जिससे हीट ज़्यादा पकड़ती है। तो आप ये डब्बे यूज़ करें तो अच्छा रहता है। दाल में मैंने आधी चम्मच हल्दी डाली है, आधी चम्मच जीरा डाला हुआ है और नमक स्वादानुसार। आप अगर दूसरे कुछ मसाले डालना चाहिए तो डाल सकते हैं दाल में, और बाद में उसमें तड़का लगा सकते हैं। जैसे हम कुकर में सीटी बजा के उसको वघार देते हैं उस तरफ से भी ये कर सकते हैं, या ऐसे ही दाल खा सकते हैं। चावल में मैंने नमक डाला हुआ है, दोनों को अच्छी तरह से हम मिला लेंगे। और मैंने ऊपर से थोड़ा 2 छोटी चम्मच घी डाला हुआ है दोनों में, और घी डाल के मैंने बराबर अच्छी तरह से उसको हिला दिया है। घी डालने से उसका टेस्ट भी बढ़िया आता है और चावल में घी डालने से थोड़ा छोटा दाना होता है और उसका टेस्ट भी अच्छा आता है। अब दोनों को हम ढक देंगे हिलाकर, और ढक्कन ढक के हम सोलर कुकर के पास जाएंगे। सोलर कुकर में क्यों, आपको सोलर कुकर की जो दिशा है उसको आपको सूर्य की ओर रखना है। तो उसका जो कांच आता है तो वो सोलर कुकर का सूर्य की दिशा में आपको रखना है। अभी मैंने ये ढक्कन लगा दिया है और हम सोलर कुकर के पास जाते हैं। ये मेरा सोलर कुकर है तो उसमें से 2 कांच आते हैं, तो ये पेटी जैसा आता है, तो उसको बीच वाला कांच को ऊपर लेते हैं और जो ये काला जो पेटी जैसा है उसमें ये डिब्बा हमको रखना है। तो सूरज की जो किरणें हैं वो सामने वाले कांच में से ये नीचे वाले कांच में रिफ्लेक्ट होती है और अपनी खाने की चीज़ें बनती है। आप कोई भी बर्तन दूसरे रखें, अगर खट्टी चीज़ है तो आप दूसरे बर्तन में आप रख सकते हैं, लेकिन ढक्कन ब्लैक कलर का ही लगना चाहिए। तो ये मैंने डिब्बे रख दें और ये ढक्कन बंद कर दिया है। और आप अगर बीच में आकर एक बार देख के उसको हिला सके तो ठीक है, अगर नहीं देखने आएंगे तो अभी दाल और चावल में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आती नहीं है। मैंने ये 9 बजे रखा है, मार्च महीना चल रहा है, पूरी धूप है। जब धूप ज़्यादा है तो ये अच्छी तरह से बनता है। तो मैं अभी 11 साढ़े 11 बजे चावल हो जाएंगे और दाल को होने में 12 से साढ़े 12 बजे तक का टाइम लगता है। मैंने यहाँ ये रख के मैं दूसरे मेरे काम में लग जाऊंगी, तो अगर मैं नहीं आऊँगी तो भी ये हो जाएगा। तो ये बेस्ट थिंग है, जलता भी नहीं है खाना। ये देखिए 11 साढ़े 11 बजे हैं। मैंने ये राइस का डिब्बा खोला है, तो देखिए ये चावल बराबर पक गया है और मेरे राइस अच्छी तरह से हो गए हैं। दाल का डिब्बा मैं खोल रही हूँ, तो देखते हैं दाल हुई है कि नहीं दाल अभी नहीं हुई है बराबर, तो उसको अभी और आधा घंटा लगेगा। तो ये चावल हो गया है, तो मैं चावल ले जाती हूँ। 12:30 बजने को ले लेंगे हम दाल को। ये 12:30 बजे तक मैं वापस आऊँगी और हम देख लेंगे। ये हमारे चावल देखिए एकदम बराबर दाना हो गया है और एकदम छोटे फ्लफी से चावल बनते हैं इसमें, और उसमें चावल में थोड़ा टेस्ट भी मीठा जितना आता है। ये सोलर के जो अंदर जो सूर्य की किरणों से ये चावल पकता है, तो उसका स्वाद अच्छा आता है। आप कोई भी खाना जो कुकर में या गैस पे बना सकते हो, वो सभी खाना आप सोलर कुकर में बना सकते हैं, लेकिन धूप अच्छी होनी चाहिए तो ये सोलर का आप उपयोग कर सकते हैं। रेनी सीजन में आप उसका उपयोग नहीं कर सकते हैं। अभी मैं 12:30 बजने को है, तो हम दाल देख लेते हैं। तो ये दाल मेरी खोल के देखते हैं। ये गर्म होता है, तो आपको एक कपड़े से खोलना है अच्छी तरह से, नहीं तो आप जल सकते हैं। ये देखिए दाल हो गई है अपनी, और 12:30 बजे तक हो जाएगी। देखिए मेरे दाल और चावल दोनों रेडी है, आप गरम गरम खा सकते हैं।
Okay, so I would like to know from you what are the advantages and limitations that she is telling about the solar cooker, and in case if you can suggest some solution of whatever limitation she is talking about. So I expect some answers from you. Type it in the chat box. Yes, so can be used, can't be used in rainy season. More time consuming. I would like to ask whether it is really time consuming, because it is taking more time. The process is not, it's taking more time, right? Hiren, the process is taking more time, but it is not consuming your time, right? It is happening on its own. So what you wanted to tell perhaps is that it's a slow process, right? And may not fit, it may be difficult to fit the schedule of people, right? Because if you want cooking in early morning, then this is not that is not possible, right? So only people who take lunch or don't take tiffin or and take lunch late in like afternoon 1 p.m. 2 p.m. for them it may be more useful. But then for evening food, perhaps it can certainly be used, though we are not used to it. But uh, people who take dinner early, so they can, but then you need to do some advanced planning, right? So those items may be put at maybe 11 12 11 a.m 12 noon in the cooker, and it will be ready by 4 p.m or something, or it is pre-cooked, right? And then you do the required final cooking on your LPG gas stove. So we might have to change a bit, and also try to change some of the features so that it suits our schedule. Okay. Then great taste. So it seems that Surendra has already tasted, and yeah. So the lady who presented was, I think, a typical Gujarati housewife, right? Using certain words like halana hai, ya, using peti, etc. Right. So she is like close to our people around us. So that's why her feedback is useful. So it is non-polluting, then cuts cost on gas cylinders. So need not worry about fuel problem. It will give a natural taste instead of regular artificial experience. Right, slow cooking preserves the nutrients also better. So there are many advantages that people are telling. Zero maintenance, yes, good. The life is also very long, but then there are certain limitations, right? So can you tell what are the limitations she is talking about? Somebody is unmuted. Please mute yourself. Nandesh. Yes. So tell me some limitations, and not just limitation, but if you can give some remedy. So Ninad is saying that food can be kept unattended. Food is not burnt, right? So that's an advantage. We need yes. So disadvantage is that we need a clear sky. So in rainy days, you cannot depend at all on this, right? So it is not a replacement. It is not a complete replacement for LPG or LPG gas stove, right? It can just part of it, it can be substituted. Okay. Then she told some limitations, right? What did she, this is one thing that she told. What else did she tell? I think what she told is that because it is summer, it is in the month of March, so you can use, but in perhaps she indicated that even in winter it is difficult. But I don't think that would be the case. One of the options, as I believe, is that one should buy the pot with, I mean, the cooker with 4 pots. She used the cooker with 2 pots only, so the area available is less, right? So higher the area, more the energy available. So in winter, if it is taking too much of time or food is not getting uh, prepared uh, in the cooker, the cooker with more area, the one with 4 pots, and you can have same amount of food in that, get distributed into 4 pots rather than 2 pots. So in that case, I think that could solve the problem. And in winter also, it should, one should be able to use it, right? So there are other things that people are telling, that healthy food, etc. Right. So I think many people find it useful, and they will try themselves in maybe in future to use it or help somebody using it. Okay. So I think now we will go to another video. And one thing, if you, I don't know whether you noticed or not, there was some shadow, right? If I replay it,
तक का टाइम लगता है। मैंने है और मेरे राज्य में नहीं आऊंगी तो अभी धूप है। अगर खट्टी चीज है तो आप दूसरे,
you can see this shadow coming from she must have put it facing south, but this wall is casting some shadow, right? So like in India, actually, we have good amount of solar radiation, so such small issues may not matter much, right? But there could be like that. That's why she is telling that in winter it is difficult to cook in this, right? Okay. So let me play the next video. I'll ask you a few questions in that video also, and that is perhaps in some way related to what I am talking about currently. Okay, so let me play the next video. Before I play that video, maybe another one which I may not play it fully, but just another application of solar cooker. Another lady is doing some roasting in the cooker. So it's not limited to steam cooking only. People are trying different things, and many of them are successful and using them also. Only difficulty is that
Hello friends,
you have to will go to your terrace, but if you have some area in front of your house, nothing like that, I think that will be a great place to use the solar cooker.
वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। हमेशा की तरह अगर मेरा ये वीडियो आपको पसंद आए तो लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल ना भूलें। आज मैं आपके साथ बहुत ही अलग सी चीज़ शेयर कर रही हूँ। आप भी सोच रहे होंगे कि ये क्या चीज़ रखी हुई दिख रही है यहाँ पर। मैं आज आपके साथ शेयर करने जा रही हूँ सोलर कुकर में हम किस तरह रोस्टिंग कर सकते हैं। जी हाँ फ्रेंड्स, सोलर कुकर जो कि विदाउट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, विदाउट गैस के खाना सोलर कुकर में भी आसानी से बनाया जा सकता है। और जो रोस्टिंग का काम है वो तो सोलर कुकर में बहुत ही आसानी से होता है। इन दिनों गर्मियों का मौसम भी शुरू हो गया है और हमको धूप भी बहुत अच्छी मात्रा में मिल रही है। सभी घरों में धूप की भी कोई कमी नहीं होती। तो और एक फ़ायदा इसमें और ये भी है कि जो भी कुछ हम चीज़ इसमें रोस्टिंग के लिए रखते हैं उसको हमको चलाना भी नहीं पड़ता और शाम तक वो बहुत ही अच्छे से रोस्ट हो जाती है। और यदि शाम तक ना भी हो पाए तो दूसरे दिन तक आप फिर से उसको रख सकते हैं, क्योंकि सोलर एनर्जी तो नेचुरल एनर्जी है, उसका नुकसान तो कुछ है नहीं। तो वही मैं आज आपके साथ शेयर करने जा रही हूँ। आज मैंने आपके ये देखिए, ये मैंने वर्मनसिली जो आती है, जिसको जो मार्केट में मिलती है ये वाली, ये मैंने काट के और इसमें रख दी है। आपको मैं दिखाऊंगी कि ये देखिए कितनी अच्छी रोस्ट हो जाती है। अभी मैं आपको सोलर कुकर में ये रखूंगी और शाम को मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी कि ये कितनी बढ़िया तरह से रोस्ट हो जाती है। इसको बार बार हमको स्टर भी नहीं करना पड़ता है। आप सीधे इसको ऐसे ही सोलर कुकर में रख दें और ये बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से तैयार हो जाएगी। और दूसरे डब्बे में मैं ओट्स, जो कि मार्केट में आप लोग को सभी को पता होगा ओट्स आते हैं, ये मैं पराठा बनाने में यूज़ करती हूँ। इसका मिक्सी में पीस के और इसका वो बना लेते हैं, उसके बाद में इसको यूज़ करती हूँ। तो मैं ये भी थोड़े से रोस्ट कर लेती हूँ इसी में। और ये मैंने मूंगफली भी इसी में रोस्ट करने के लिए रखी है, जो कि शाम तक बिल्कुल रेडी हो जाएंगी। ये अभी अनकुक्ड है और ये शाम तक देखिए कितनी अच्छी से बिल्कुल रोस्ट हो जाएंगी।
So some pre-planning is required if you want to use a solar cooker, right? You cannot कि अभी दिमाग में ख्याल आ रहा, अभी तैयार कर देना है, बना देना है खाना, तो ऐसे वो हैबिट।
आइए चलते हैं सोलर कुकर की तरफ और देखते हैं वो किस तरह से काम करेगा। बहुत ही इजी है वो भी। देखिए फ्रेंड्स, मैंने इनको सोलर कुकर के अंदर रख दिया है और ये देखिए सोलर कुकर है जो कि सूरज से खाना बनता है इसमें। और ये बनाना बहुत ही आसान है। इसको मैंने इस लिड के साथ बंद कर दिया है और देखिए जो सनलाइट पड़ रही है वो इस वाले मिरर के थ्रू इस पे पड़ रही है। बस आपको ये चेक करना है कि जो इसकी सनलाइट है वो इसके ऊपर देखिए।
Right. So she feels that mirror is the most important component, but actually that is not the case, right? The direct sunlight falling and the greenhouse effect that you have created is the most important part of the cooking process.
ये वाले इससे हम एडजस्ट कर सकते हैं इसको, तो ये मैंने यहाँ एडजस्ट कर दिया है। और ये देखिए, फिर हम शाम को खोल के देखेंगे इसको ये किस तरह से कुक हुई है। ये देखिए पूरी तरह से छिलका इनका निकल गया है।
So handling this is bit
roasted हो चुका है,
tricky, right? So if you have pots with handles which can withstand higher temperatures, I think would be a better.
अभी थोड़ी और रोस्टेड करेंगे इसे हम। इसको 1-2 घंटे बाद फिर चेक कर लेते हैं, तब बिल्कुल ठीक हो जाएगी। अब देखिए हमने जो ये सेवइयाँ रखी थी, जवे रखे थे, ये देखिए किस तरह से पूरे के पूरे अच्छे से कुक हो चुके हैं। ये देखिए, मैं आपको इधर से दिखाती हूँ। ये देखिए, बहुत गर्म है इस समय। ये पूरी तरह कुक हो चुके हैं। जितनी तेज धूप पड़ेगी उतनी ही जल्दी ये बन के तैयार हो जाएंगे। शाम तक ये पूरे अच्छी तरह से ये गोल्डन ब्राउन हो चुके हैं। देखिए तीनों बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से कुक अप हो चुके हैं। मैं आपको ये तीनों ही दिखाना चाहूँगी। देखिए, आशा करती हूँ आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आएगा। सोलर कुकर का यूज़ मैंने बताया है कि बहुत ही आसान है करना इसमें, और इसमें जलने का भी ध्यान नहीं रखना पड़ता, और ये आसानी से शाम तक कुक हो सकता है। इसमें बहुत सारे आइटम्स बनाए जा सकते हैं इसमें। आज मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया था रोस्टिंग का। तो आशा करती हूँ आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा। फिर मिलते हैं हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग।
Okay, right. So that roasting was demonstrated in that video. Now, the box type of cooker is the most popular cooker in India, and there could be certain reasons for that. But in this video that I am showing you now, the person is talking about other type of solar cookers also. Okay, so let me play that video.
So what we'd like to do now is discuss a little bit about what solar cooking is and the three major types of solar cookers that are used throughout the world. Solar cooking is taking the energy of the sun's rays, concentrating them using reflector panels, which is why you'll see reflectors on almost every solar cooker, and concentrating those rays of the sun onto a pot right inside of the oven and raising the temperature by the conversion of the sun's rays into heat energy. And usually most solar cookers will have a glass cover, transparent cover, used to trap the heat in so that it'll continue to build on itself and raise the temperature to cooking levels. Boiling temperature is 212 degrees. Anything above that will cook your food, no problem at all. The reason for the reflector panels is because just laying something or setting something out in the sun won't get it quite hot enough. Even though it's a really hot day outside, it still can't get it very hot. So with a box cooker, such as the Sun Oven here, they use insulation and a oven interior, just like your home oven, to put the food inside and then capture the heat and raise the temperature gradually until you have it as high as 350 degrees, 400 degrees in some of these. Over here.
Okay, so he talked about this cooker, what he calls solar oven, right? We are commonly using the word cooker, while these people in US and maybe also in Europe, they use the word solar oven, perhaps because oven, the inside the kitchen is a more common item or the device for cooking for them. Okay, so is this similar to the box type of cooker? The answer should be yes, but then there are certain features which are different from that cooker. So can you tell me what are the features which are a bit different from the box type of cooker that we discussed earlier, and why? Why are those features added? Okay, so that is what I would like to know from you, right? So think about this. Which features are different from the traditional box type of cooker that we see around us? Okay, and why that feature has been introduced in this cooker, right? So that is the means the question, and I want your answers for that. What are the things which are different from the common box type of cooker that we discussed in this cooker, and what is a possible reason? So 4 reflective plates instead of 1, as location must be away from equator. Yes, so Ninad, very good, right? Seems you have very good understanding of these concepts, right? I perhaps did not expect such a good answer. I thought I'll have to take you to that answer slowly, but then you have immediately caught the now, right? So reflective plates are used. So as you can see, there are 4 reflector sheets used, right? So one may say that these reflector plates are used for getting more solar radiation so that you can cook more quickly. So that is also one of the reasons why these reflective plates can be used. So cooking can be a bit faster. But then what Ninad is telling is uh, this is perhaps the area where amount of solar radiation is less, and not like most places in India. So for us, that simple box type of cooker with single mirror is good enough. You get enough amount of radiation, but then other places it may not be that means the radiation may not be that high. But there could be other reasons. So when you're away from equator, generally the amount of radiation on horizontal surface is less, right? So this could be the reason why some additional panels are put. But is there any other advantage also of these panels? One, advantage, and 2, limitation or problem with these reflective plates. Here the solar radiation is concentrated because to raise the temperature to cook some type of food. Also to make the cooking a bit faster, or for some type of cooking which needs bit higher temperatures, you may have to concentrate the radiation. Yes, so Chandan is also correct. Yes, so what I asked is reflective panels, advantage and disadvantage. Okay, advantages I think are 2 of those are told. Still there is something left, but you can at least tell about some disadvantage. Okay. One more reason why these reflector sheets are put may be that when the sun is a bit towards east and towards west, at that time also this will give you some additional radiation. Okay, that is one thing. One issue with that, this could be that the sun, if it is very low in the sky, then these panels may actually obstruct the radiation. Right? So that could be a limitation. So the angle at which you keep it is very important. That is one thing. Second is that generally the radiation is not so high that the food can be burnt, I believe. Yeah. So another disadvantage with this could be the wind load, right? So if the wind is high, then these panels may get damaged, right? That is one of the disadvantage of this. And then the cost related to this. And again, reflectivity may be good in the beginning, but slowly it may fade. So the reflectivity may come down drastically. Right, so this is about this type of cooker. So like this, our common box type of cooker, I have seen that such cookers are not very common in high latitude countries, and and here you can also see that this is made a bit inclined. This glass is made inclined, right? So in our case, that horizontal thing is good. And I have been talking about the shadow of the front wall. So if the sun is low in the sky, that may become like a problem. So in that case, you may have to make this thing inclined, right? So that the radiation is not blocked when the sun is somewhat low in the south direction, right? Particularly for the northern hemisphere, right? So those are some minute things which one may have to look into while designing the solar cooker or designing any solar product. Okay, so now he's talking about other types of solar cookers also. So let us listen to him.
Quite hot enough, even though it's a really hot day outside, it still can't get it very hot and raise the temperature. Have a panel. Some of these over here. We have a panel cooker. Also uses a reflector system to reflect the rays and concentrate them to a certain point, which is the pot here. And it also uses the greenhouse effect where you trap the heat inside of an enclosed space. This acting as the lid, just like on the sun oven, and it will gradually increase the temperature to where you can boil and cook any type of food that you desire inside here. And the next kind of cooker after the box cooker and the panel cooker would be.
Yeah, so this panel cooker is perhaps a very simple cooker, and it can be very easily made. But as you can see, it was already like moving with wind. So it is not a very sturdy device. So only when the weather conditions are favorable at that time, you might be able to use it. But it may be very cheap. But then the reflective sheets that you are using, if it is high quality sheet, then it may not be that cheap also. And another issue with all these reflective sheets is that they start losing their reflectivity, and after a year or so, or a couple of years, it may not, the reflectivity may be so low that the cooking process may become very slow, right? So life of such units is also an issue. So kind of a hobby solar cooking, this is a device which is frequently used. The life may not be that long. Okay, now he is talking about another cooker, parabolic dish type of solar cooker.
The parabolic cooker, a little specialized cooker here. It's also known as a concentrator cooker. I'll probably stand in front of it because I might be blacked out with the light there. But the concentrator cooker concentrates the heat into one small point right under here and raises the temperature high enough that you can boil and fry foods. This one works a little bit differently than a panel cooker or a box cooker because it does not trap the heat inside of an enclosed area. The heat is concentrated right onto a small spot. Of course, inside the pan, with the water or the oil or whatever it is you're cooking, the heat will be trapped inside if you use a lid on it. But you can cook without a lid on these. It's not necessary to have it on. In fact, this cup of water that I put on here is already boiling. It's been about 3 minutes, is it? And it's already boiling inside of here. Concentrator cookers are a little more hands-on. You can't leave them. I'll give you a little idea here about how hot a concentrator cooker can get, or a parabolic as they're called. Took about 3 seconds to get that paper started on fire. Probably about 800 degrees under here. You have to be a little more careful with these. You can't just leave it and go off and leave it unattended like you would with a solar oven or a solar panel cooker. That's what most people like about the solar panel cooker and the solar box cooker, is that you can leave it more unattended and just let it cook all day long. Parabolic, you have to be here on top. Treat it like a stovetop. Gets just as hot. Unless you have a smaller parabolic, then it wouldn't be quite as hot. The larger the parabolic, the hotter it'll get. It's not something that you can let kids just play around with, because you can get burnt with these, and you can also get blinded if you let the reflection hit your eye at the right angle. This is boiling very heavily in here already. To turn it off, just turn it away so the heat spot isn't on the pot anymore. One thing you'll notice about a parabolic cooker too, I'm not using a dark colored pot like you would in a box cooker or a panel cooker. And the reason is because the heat's so intense in here that you don't need that black or dark colored pot to attract the heat and raise the temperature. If you have a heavy duty pot that's black, that's fine, you can use that, there's no problem. Do not use aluminum on these because it gets so hot they can start to scorch and burn right through them. So that's how a parabolic cooker works also. This is the Cantina West solar burner. The one over there that we talked about before is the hot pot, and then the sun oven, which you're familiar with also. This is the solar burner here. This is the other cooker that we also are a dealer for here.
Okay, so I would like to know from you what is the advantage and disadvantage of parabolic dish type of cooker? We talked about certain advantage and disadvantage of this cooker. So I would like, as compared to the other two. So very high temperature at focal point, right? But is this advantage or it is disadvantage? And how? It's an advantage. Why is it an advantage? So always give an answer which do not invite more questions, right? Many times you know the things, but then when you don't write or don't tell it in a full sentence, you don't make the things very clear. So always answer to make the things completely clear, right? This is about not just writing here, but when you are in Viva and giving some answer, right? Don't just throw a few words. Always answer it in a full sentence which completely explains your thought or idea or concept. So why is it an advantage? High temperature, why is it an advantage? So Dhairya says that advantage cooking can be done fast due to high temperature. Yes. So I believe Sonavne and Dhairya are not sitting together, and Dhairya is answering on behalf of Sonavne. Good. It's an advantage because cooking is fast, right? And in this age, we love anything which can be done fast, right? So fast cooking may be required. So cooking can be done fast. So that's an advantage because you focus it and more intensity and higher temperatures. The area of food cooking is very small. So at one time, so good point by Jaimin. One time we can cook only one type of food, right? So that's a disadvantage, right? There is another disadvantage which he mentioned, which may be related with this. Okay. So main difference that you find conceptually between the reflective type of cookers and solar oven or solar box type cooker, can you point out the main difference conceptually, how the cooking takes place? What is the most important phenomena for let's say parabolic cooker and parabolic dish cooker and the box type of cooker? Now in one word or one phrase, can you reply the most important phenomena for box type of cooker and most important phenomena for parabolic trough type of cooker? The physical phenomena. Greenhouse effect in box type cooker. Yes, perfect answer. Right, so greenhouse effect is the most important phenomena in box type cooker. If you keep that glass open, you wait for a full day, for a few days, nothing will happen, right? So that glass enclosed, means the top glass, double glass cover is the most important thing. Even if you don't have mirror, sometimes it may be fine. It may take longer time, but it will still cook, right? So what is the most important phenomena for the other one, the parabolic trough, right? So Chandan, here parabolic solar cooker needs some sufficient area for its working and it may harm eyes, right? So some other limitations are pointed out. You have to be little careful while you use it, right? Otherwise it may create some physical damage. So that's a disadvantage. I want the most important you to write the way greenhouse effect is for box type of cooker, which is the most important physics phenomena in case of parabolic trough, sorry, not trough, dish type of cooker. It focus on sun rays at a point. Yes, correct. Right, so reflection is the most important reflection, and when you reflect it, you want to focus it on a small area. That's the most important. Greenhouse is perhaps not, as you mentioned, like even if like there is no greenhouse chamber, it is fine. Even in panel cooker, it is advantageous or beneficial to have the greenhouse chamber in panel cooker. But even if it is not there, it will still cook because it mainly works on the reflection and absorption phenomena, right? Greenhouse is a concept or that phenomena is perhaps not the most important phenomena for that type of cooker. Okay, so solar rays are focused at a point, in ideally at a point, but normally you get it in as a small circle, right? In case of parabolic dish type of collector. And another disadvantage of this dish type of collector, right, though he did not mention it, he might have mentioned it indirectly in some way perhaps, right, but that should also come to your mind. Disadvantage or another feature required, you may not call it disadvantage all the time, means all this. See, perhaps no solution is a universal solution, right, for any of the product. So where does it fit it best? That is what you have to think about, and or what is the need and how do you address it with a good product which satisfies most of the requirement, right? So for some people, box type of cooker may be good. If you are talking about community cooking, then another type of cooker may be more useful, right? So like one thing may not fit everywhere, right? You may have to have different type of solutions for different problems or different requirements. Yeah. So another feature of a parabolic trough type of collector is that it has to track the sun. Okay, it has to track the sun, and you cannot leave it unattended the way you did it for box type of cooker, right? And you may have to adjust it frequently as the sun moves in the sky. If it is you're taking more time, or depending upon the time, you have to adjust it. The time of the day you have to adjust the focus. Means adjust dish so that it perfectly focuses the rays onto your focal area. Okay, so this was I think a good discussion about solar cookers, right? If I just present it what is written here, perhaps you may not find it very interesting and you may just study it from point of view of exam, but don't involve your understanding into it. But I think these videos and discussion on that brought some good involvement from your side, and perhaps would attract your interest into this also. Okay. So